Confirmation bias is a well-documented phenomenon where people tend to search for, interpret, favor, and recall information that confirms their pre-existing beliefs or hypotheses. This can lead to a decrease in substance and an increase in noise in policy debates on any number of issues. For example, after the 2008 financial crisis, most economists simply doubled down on their existing positions on government regulation of financial markets. One area where confirmation bias is especially tragic is in the debate over gun rights and policy. Advocates of stricter gun control laws often take the idea that such legislation would reduce school shootings as gospel, while advocates for gun rights argue that the real solution is for more school workers to have guns on site. Both of these ideas hold appeal in the abstract to people with passionate views on the issue, but the problem arises when we try to use empirical facts on school shootings to support our positions. After analyzing data on school shootings in the last 30 years, it's clear that these events are far too rare to inform policy ideas on any side of the issue. The dataset, obtained from Wikipedia, described every shooting incident in a U.S. school since 1990, narrowed to every incident in a K-12 school that involved at least one death other than the shooters. Here are some common claims put forward by people on various sides of the gun policy debate that need to look beyond these rare and tragic events to find support. First, some argue that school shootings happen frequently or are getting more frequent. However, the number of fatalities from school shootings averaged just over 7 per year since 1990, which is less than 0.1% of all gun-related homicides in the United States. The average number of incidents per year is around 3, and year-to-year variation ends up swamping any possible increase with time. The estimated linear time trend is near zero, also suggesting no relationship. Second, some claim that more laws restricting gun ownership would reduce these incidents. However, the number of shootings is far too low to compare with changing gun laws, either over time or by state. That leaves us with anecdotal evidence, such as how weapons used in a given shooting were acquired. It's hard to learn anything here because with such small numbers, there is no way to sort out issues like whether the shooter would have acquired another weapon or what they would have done had that been impossible. Third, some argue that more guns in the hands of on-site school staff would reduce these incidents. However, because of the small number of incidents, it is not possible to say with confidence that unintended consequences of more guns on school grounds wouldn't offset any good outcomes. If there were 3 fatal shootings per year involving the wrong person getting their hands on one of these guns, or a disturbed school staff member, we would be right back where we started. Finally, some claim that private schools are more effective at preventing shootings than public schools. However, there were 89 shootings as defined above since 1990, with 93% happening at public schools and only 7% at private schools. Private enrollment for high schools hovers around 10%, meaning private schools are slightly underrepresented in the shooting statistics, but all it would have taken is a couple more shootings taking place at private rather than public schools to sway the result in the other direction. In conclusion, school shootings are a terrible problem that everyone wants to solve. However, when people try to use them to support most policy interventions, they are typically drawing conclusions that fit their own worldview from a very limited set of facts. While such arguments can be well-intentioned, they run the risk of muddying the waters in debates of crucial importance to our society. We need to look beyond rare and tragic events like school shootings. Subscribe Libertarian Facts.